All right, the gate drops, we're underway. This is YMX YouthMX, brought to you by Kryptonite Financial, and we've got the whole shot money here. So it looks like the 912 of Tommy Watts on the Motorland Yamaha. So we haven't seen him up the front so far. We've got the 17 in there as well. A good start from Zach Gillings in there. He's up there, 318 Matic Dixon. He got a great start. So that's Matic already flying up into third place. But fourth for Zach Gillings. Looks to be Carlin Headley there on the Carter Haynes borrowed machine. We're dicing it out, so we've got a mixture of 1252 strokes. We've got 254 strokes in there as well. And a massive 33 entries in this Kryptonite Financial YouthMX class. So these guys here are in store for a big moto here. I think they get 12 minutes plus a lap, so we're all on here for their third and final race, and the track's getting pretty brutal out there, so we're going to keep an eye on this one. But Matic Dixon, he's been the most dominant rider so far today at Summercross, but this time Tommy Watts has got the better start. Let's have a look at see how this one rolls. Fantastic start from Tommy Watts, the 912. Now second fastest qualifier on the Motorland Yamaha. He is out in front. Matic Dixon now already into second place. We go back to Carlin Headley in there as well. We've got the number 17 of Jimmy Smith. He's riding up there, so fantastic from him. Then we've got, see Zach Gillings there, slipping back to now about fifth place on the McGraw of each KTM 125. As we watch, this is going to be a good one. I'm into this one here, 912, ahead of 318 at the moment. So these two youngsters battling out. So YouthMX, 14 to 21 years, and brought to us by Kryptonite, and we are underway. Fantastic stuff. Tommy Watts ahead of the 318 Matic Dixon. So flying at the moment. All got one down as well. That's Jimmy Smith. Unfortunate stuff from Jimmy Smith. Had a wonderful start. Now finds himself just down on the ground. So we'll get the update from MXT Motocross and Track Timing. Also catch the update on the Ctas live. We've got the 912 of Tommy Watts ahead of Matic Dixon. Carlin Headley now up into third place with Zach Gilling and fourth. Sam Jagger. Good to see Junction Road Transport man. He is sitting there in fifth place. James Barnett and Hunter Scott sixth and seventh. With Marshall Phillips as well with a better start this time around. So there's the 23, the man from Christchurch on the Bob McCleary Yamaha. We'll see him there in about sixth place at the moment. So fantastic racing in YouthMX.
All right, brought to us by Kryptonite Financial Security and Wealth. Check them out at www.kryptonite.kiwi. There we go with our update and all the flying good work out there. 912 and Tommy Watts. We haven't seen this Tommy in action for a little while. Need to see him coming back. Every motor just a little bit better and stronger. Coming back to his brilliant best till he went out with an injury some time ago. But now here he is in an awesome fight back and saving his best till last for this YMX Youth Motocross class, and heading for a fantastic victory if he can keep this up. Come on, where are the Tommy supporters? Go Tommy, the white man from Wairoa. Tommy Watts in a flying good run from him on the Motorland supported Yamaha YZ125. Tiny little bike at 125 up against the 250s in this moto. So we need to start making use of this. This is where suspension will come into it. This is where the Craig guy special will make a real difference, I'm sure, for him. He's got to have the right bike. He's a lightweight jockey, and he's got a good light bike. And when the track's getting so rough, absolutely so rough like that, I'll tell you what, it's about as rough as State Highway 1 Parapara at the moment, or State Highway 4 Parapara. I went through there on Friday, 912, as we check out the 318 of Matic Dixon. Look at those first two. They've gone, they've bolted. That is huge. What an advantage. Looking back here to third place, the 81 for Carlin Headley on the Haynes Transport bike, along with 16 up this time. As we go fighting them back, that'll be Zach Gillings from Robert here on the McIvan Beach Motorcycles, CSL New Zealand, CFX seats, Lucas Oils, unforeseen decals, KTM SX125. So a good work out there for Zach. Now he's got his work to do ahead of James Barnett to go to Luke Vanderlei, Sam Jagger. Yeah, well done to Sam. 110 and Sam Jagger looking good out there at the moment on the Junction Road Transport dirt bike repairs. CSL Bailey Motorcycles, Yamaha YZF 250. The man from Ashurst, nestled underneath the hills in the Mighty Manual to over the hill on the western side before you go to Woodville on the eastern side. So many people trucking through it now, of course, with the gorge closed, and the long-term decision made to build a brand new road up over the top next to Ashurst, making a whole new dimension of travelling from the west coast to the east coast in the years to come. So great. All we're waiting for is the government to click their fingers and say it can happen. Bring it on. The Kryptonite New Zealand YMX class, and a great run there from our young Ashurst man, the 110 of Sam Jagger.
So looking at the times on the update, and Tommy Watts was 2 seconds faster than Matic Dixon on that last lap around there. He's got a massive 4.8 second advantage. So as the track gets rougher, we see the best out of Tommy Watts. Finally gets the whole shot money. He's had some horror starts today, and now finds himself right at the business end of this one. Matic Dixon With his 2 wins already today, he is good, looking good for the overall there in second place. But the battle for third place is absolutely fantastic. Carlin Headley, Zach Gillings, and we've got Luke Vanderlei as well. So Luke Vanderlei's managed to get himself not the greatest start, but he's right there in that group as well. So the battle for third is the one we're looking for. It's going to really start heating up. We've got Carlin Headley, Luke Vanderlei, and Zach Gillings in there as well. So this is fantastic. Youth MX, we've got 4 laps to go. And still anyone's battle for third here at the moment.
Other riders as we go past the 16 update we've talked about before, and also about our 67 with young Hunter Scott. Cousin James doing very well in racing here as well at the moment as we check out the 105, the 110 again of Sam, looking out for others. Here's the 82 of Logan Keris, pushed hard by the 98 of Ben Wall. What about the 18 this time of Jaden Leoturfai, who's also included in that group, and as well with 14 this time, 1-4 on the Kawasaki, Caleb Fowley out of Dargaville on the CA Motorcycles WCB Racing Kawasaki KX250. So there you are with the update. Remembering YMX, they can have either 125 or 254 strokes for our youth motocross class.
Yeah, so the update is Tommy Watts out in front, a massive 9 seconds back to Maddock Dixon. Had the update just before that. Maddock Dixon has been very, very crook this weekend, so energy levels very depleted there. So Maddock Dixon, a massive effort to still be running there in second place. So our thoughts with Maddock is health not too good, but still out there in a respectable second place. So fantastic stuff from the Jeff Scott Electrical Max Gear KTM. Second place for him, Carlin Headley, Luke Vanderlei, and Zach Gillings, third, fourth, and fifth, and nothing between them at the moment as they go flying down the back straight. And we see a good performance from Luke Vanderlei. He's already up into fourth place, so there it is for Luke. So not the greatest of starts, but definitely one of the fastest men on track out there at the moment. So Tommy Watts, the 912, he's leading the 318 of Maddock Dixon, and then go back already to the 255 of Luke Vanderlei. So a pretty good performance from Luke. Finds himself already up in the top 3.
All right, so keen to update. Here he is over towards the Braemar roadside of our circuit, coming up from the whole shot corner here on to Alpha Pipelines. That is the 912 of Tommy Watts, and Tommy certainly in a flying good moto performance, that's for sure. 912 with Tommy Watts in control there, taking it on. Interesting to go back and make the comparison to see how fast that Maddock was going earlier on. If he's not feeling the best, at a best lap time of 150, certainly had a best lap time of 148, and just what his times earlier. In fact, I've got an idea, I think from memory I recall something like no, it couldn't have been a 143. No, I think I might be getting confused with MX2. But anyway, it's certainly Granger, and he should still come away as the winner of this Class YMX. Some real respect to show here, and he'll be in hot form for our 125 national class coming up for the first round of the Fox Nationals at Balclutha on the 1st of February. All right, here to watch Kryptonite and our Youth MX class, looking out for many of our others to watch. Christian Crane in there as well, along with Tyler, Marshall Phillips, Hunter Scott, Sam Jager, Hunter Stens, Aaron Colville, taking on the first 11. What about Ben Wall and Cullen Fowley we talked about? Kyan Lumits, he was our big 125 winner yesterday. He's back in 16th place, number 42 for the Yamaha New Zealand JCR Blue Crew ride, my apologies, Bay Ride Motorcycles, 100% goggles, bell helmets and Alpine Star. So Kyan Lumits, not probably yesterday, I think he was at his peak yesterday, although doing very well, take nothing away from him, not quite to the excellence he showed yesterday. 912, there we are, Tommy Watts. Tommy Watts is our race leader, and at this stage, just 2 laps to go, and only one moto left, MX1 waiting on the line, and that's got the Joker lane. We saw the excitement of that moto with the Joker lane in the MX2 class. I'm sure it'll be exciting as well in the MX1 class as we go racing. And the update from Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. Fastest man on track, Luke Vanderlei in third place. He was over a second quicker than anyone else on that last lap around, so look out for him. He's a further 8 seconds behind Maddock Dixon, so probably not quite close enough to make a charge for second place. But Tommy Watts, Maddock Dixon and Luke Vanderlei, a very classy top 3 at the moment. We've still got Carlin Headley ahead of Zach Gillings, but Marshall Phillips is now up into 6th place. Well done to Marshall. James Barnett is still ahead of Hunter Scott, 7th and 8th, and Hunter Steens 9th, with Sam Jagger rounding at our top 10, Aaron Colville in 11th, and Logan Kurst there in 12th place. So that's some very classy names in our crew tonight, Youth MX, and we're on the final lap and a half of this one. The white flag will be ready and waiting for our man in front. It is the 912 Motorland Yamahas, Tommy Watts, the man from Wairoa. Fantastic to see this young man coming out here and showing us his skills. Didn't have the best of starts to the day, but this is full class and absolutely fantastic. It's a massive 9.3 second advantage back to Maddox, so well and truly in control of this one. So look out for the 912 of Tommy Watts. He's heading into the Whites Power Sports roller section and about to jump over the wall jump, so comfy barging back to the 318 in second place as we start getting to the business end of this one, and one motor to go, the awesome MX1. That's going to be fantastic to keep our eyes on as we see Tommy over the Scott tabletop around the final corner, white flag out, so he's got one lap to go. We've got Maddox there, he's coming over the Scott Goggles jump as well. Looking for that white flag. He was not feeling well, his health hasn't been that good, he's been sick all weekend, so there he is. He got a respectable second place yesterday in the Premier 125 class, and here he is here with a first and a second. Should be good for the overall there for Maddox Dixon. So fantastic racing all around Youth MX, and we are getting excited about this one.
Well, it is. It's 14 to 21 years. That's a serious pocket of about, inclusive from 14 to 21, really about 7 or 8 years of the life of a rider. So we've got some of them in there at 14 years, and we've got others in there that have stretched it out, the 19-year-olds as well. So they were all part of what really is a good pocket. They decided not to do effectively a MX1, well, because they haven't got a bike, because that's a 450, but really the MX2 class, we haven't got a separate 125, so this is a good way to bring all of those riders together, and I think it's pretty special. Good news, the 88 of Brodie Connolly, well, he opted and went in the MX2 class today, and I congratulate him for that. That'll be much better for his riding. So nice to see Campbell Tyler from Pioneer Tour out there on the Dirt Right Repairs Adrenaline Trailers supported bike as well. We've had also today Christian Crane. What about Caleb Livesey? And nice to have Caleb with us, the Taupo man on the Mum Dad Hooker Honda Advantage tyres supported CRF 250. Chase Hunter, Carlin Headley of course, out of Te Awamutu courtesy of Pumpin, Haynes Transport. Mum along with Minor, Mum and Wolfie. So love all their support down there. Kurt, Amy, Tristan Hall. These are just more names and numbers that are important that we give a mention to. Maddox Dixon courtesy of Peter Scott Dental Laboratory. Get your mouth guard here along with Mark's Gear and Jeff Scott Electrical. So I'm tell you, with the support of Jeff Scott, Jeff will make sure that he's well positioned and ready to take it all on. Here we are, 912 away. Tommy Watts, what a way to finish today. Congratulations, Tommy. That is a staunch finish, so congrats to him. 318 for Maddox. He will feel absolutely exhausted, but he can have the courage. I'm pretty sure he will have won the day. He will have still won the day with enough points to hold for this Youth MX class. Look out for him in the Fox Motocross Nationals in our 125 class coming up as well. So neat to see. So there you have it. That is our podium as we've got it. So a 912 for Tommy Watts, 318. Then with Maddox Dixon, and 255 for Luke Vanderley, just crossing the line ahead of Carlin Headley, Zach Jillings and Marshall Phillips. Good to know these other super kids are playing their part, so well done. Marshall there on the 23, there it is, crossing the line. Wow, close in the end as those other boys got there. The 229 as well, and the 67 of Hunter Scott to be included there. Well, Brad, we've waited and waited. The Joker Lane, super exciting for our MX2 race last time, and we've got the same again for the MX1 race. Who's going to capitalise on that? What do you reckon? What are your predictions?
Yeah, I reckon Josiah Natsky played his cards very well. The track gets pretty busy. It's lappers and rough and that, so if you're going to save that Joker Lane till very late, I think when you're in front, I think you want to take it as early as you can, try and get the establish the dominance, but if you're chasing, I reckon you want to leave it as long as you can, but we'll see what happens here. I want to give a big shout out to Maddox Dixon. That's a very smart ride to circulate there in second place. He knew the overall was his for the taking, and fantastic. And that Youth MX class, a great concept, and look at that, 33 riders, so a fantastic part of Summercross, and we are ready to go for the big one, the MX1. No more 5-minute breaks in between. This is a full 15-minute plus a lap moto, and the Joker Lane is on, so more drama as we see a fantastic crowd still hanging around for this one.